Hey guys, you're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. I'm Jacob, and today we are going to talk about the Kershaw link and give my initial impressions. Now, this channel is not monetized, so it's made possible through sales at my website, beachandtactical.com, my Amazon store, where I list items that I've reviewed, use, and stand behind, and obviously my Patreon. Those links will be in the description box below. Please check them out. So to get started, this is again just a first impressions video. I have only carried this knife one day, well, a day and a half, maybe two, and screwed around with it. Why did I buy it? Well, Kershaw knives, American-made Kershaw knives have served me well for a long time. I think they're affordable. I think that they're good quality, and I like to carry them. And sometimes I like the idea of carrying a less expensive pocket knife. I did carry a few Kershaws in Afghanistan, and I will talk about that more a little bit later in this review. But let's get into the specifications. The knife has a 3 1/4 inch blade. It is hollow ground. I will not be able to show you in this video. It's a light hollow grind. It's not as bad as, or as aggressive, I should say, a hollow grind as, say, the Skyline, but it is hollow ground. 420HC, I'll talk about that a little bit later as well. I found somewhere somebody said that the Rockwell hardness is 56 to 59. I didn't find any evidence of that on their website, and that is a pretty large gap in hardnesses because a pocket knife at 56 Rockwell is pretty soft. Obviously, handle material is aluminum. Blade thickness is about 1/10 of an inch or 1/11 of an inch. Weight is 4.8 ounces, which I read people complaining about. It's really not bad. Clip is for tip-up carry. It is reversible. You can put it on either side there. Nice large lanyard hole. Backspacer here. Obviously, mine is olive drab green and black wash. Again, it is a Made in America model. The designation is 1776. It's supposed to be the link between American-made quality and value. All right, so we'll get straight into my initial thoughts. I carried a Kershaw Black Scallion and Black Leak in Afghanistan. The pivots tended to gunk up with the thick Vaseline-like lubrication that they use in there, with what we called in Afghanistan moon dust, really fine dirt and debris and stuff. And so the assisted opening stopped working quite so well. At that time, I ended up sending the knife back to them. They did clean it up. Well, first I should say, I tried to clean it and re-lubricate it. It just never seemed to be the same. So I sent it back to them. They did a great job. Maybe they put a stronger spring in there. Maybe I worked the spring down as well. I don't know. But they did take care of me. But I ultimately remedied the issue by getting the Zero Tolerance 0350, which never gave me issues, and I liked a lot. And so that's one of the things with my initial impressions. It is nice. It does open with authority. That's one of the things I'm going to be looking for. I wanted to talk about 420HC. I think 420HC has the potential to be an underrated steel. It doesn't hold the best. It doesn't hold an edge the longest, that's for sure, but it is highly corrosion resistant. In my experience, it is very tough. It is super easy to sharpen, or it should be. That's really important to me. And I've had good luck with it in the woods in the past, and Buck does, I think, honestly, I think Buck does an excellent job with it. With that being said, I spent some good time with this knife today with my pocket strap. I don't know how I dulled this knife today. I used it about probably a quarter as much as the Hogue in M390, which is still just psycho sharp. And I got it a little bit dull in about the last inch from the tip. And it actually does not want to sharpen up too well for me. I got it pretty good now, but not as well as I want, and that's very surprising to me. Very, very surprising to me. I will say that there's a 75% chance that the problem is 100% operator error, meaning me. But I don't know. I would really expect that it would be easier. One thing I want to mention is it looks in the pictures, like on Blade HQ and other places, almost like there's a little bit of recurve at the tip, into the tip. And I was worried about that. That's not the case. It is not have some kind of funky recurve at the tip, but it does straighten out. And I think that is regrettable. I wish that the nice sweep of the edge continued to the tip, giving you a little bit thicker tip. What I should have said in the beginning why I picked this knife. I like my leek, but I wanted an everyday carry that was just a little bit beefier. I do believe that this knife will fit the bill in that case. Will it be beefy enough? I don't know. We'll see. Will the pivot get gummed up or the spring super weak or break? Will it last? We will see. So ultimately, pluses and minuses. Pluses, the price. This is just over $40. Ergonomics on this knife are so good. The fit and finish, I think, is so good. People complain a lot about the pocket clip. I don't think it's bad. Centering is nice. It's not a deep carry pocket clip, but sometimes, I know deep carry clips are very faddish right now, but sometimes you don't want a deep carry clip. Sometimes it's nice to have a normal clip, and this is a good clip, as long as it keeps its tension, which I believe it will. So pluses, again, price for what you're getting, value, quality, fit, finish. The size is phenomenal. It just fits in the hand great. It rides in the pocket nicely, unless you're some effeminate sissy man who can't keep 4.8 ounces in his pocket, which I don't understand why anybody would complain about the size or weight of this knife. It's a solid mid-sized knife. Here's a size comparison between it and the Hogue Ritter. Similar, but the Hogue is more of a solid medium-sized knife, and the Link is almost a medium small, a little bit shorter handle, a little bit shorter blade. I will say that this Hogue has spoiled me when it comes to how nice the action is. This shoots out with authority, but one-hand operation is just not as nice as Hogue. Anyways, okay, so pluses, like I already said, price, quality, fit and finish, size, basically bang for the buck, phenomenal, and the look. I don't know why more knife makers aren't figuring out that OD green and tan and black or black wash is super popular and looks awesome, but they need to figure it out. Minuses. Yeah, I do wish that they had used 14C28N, or maybe even a 12C27, but being that they wanted this to be the 1776 model and use an American steel, they went with 420HC. I think it will be fine. I'll keep you guys updated on the edge, whether I'm just retarded and couldn't, I don't know, I was struggling for some reason, or if it is difficult to sharpen, and it could be a heat treat issue, potentially. We will find out. But I will let you know. There's not really many negatives that I can find in my initial review for this knife at its price range. Maybe if it came with a more trendy clip, that might be a plus, but I like the clip. I like the way it carries. I love the way it looks. I like the sweep of the blade. It came, as Kershaw's always do in my experience, just crazy, crazy sharp. So maybe a minus could be edge holding. Kershaw might need to get on the Boss train and figure out what they're doing with their 420. Or maybe, again, this one might have been a little bit of a fluke. That's about all I got, guys. I'm sure I missed some stuff, and I'm sure you will let me know in the comment section below. I look forward to talking to you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope that you have a blessed day. Once again, I forgot to do the obligatory paper cutting test. This edge geometry is very slicey. Oh, I just ripped that. That's nasty. Paper's being a little bit sassy there. I guess the tip's not terribly dull. It takes hair off okay-ish. The rest of it, this is all lightsaber. The very tip there, I got it back decent, but not where I want it. Not quite where I want it yet.